It's your boy, Trill in the building. And today, I'm going to be teaching y'all how to deal with y'all emotions, how to deal with trauma. And I'm just going to keep providing y'all bangers on how to really improve your life. Because dealing with your emotions is a sensitive topic that not a lot of people talk about. And I am no psychologist. I'm just simply telling everyone how I deal with my emotions and how I have found inner peace in situations of turmoil, in situations of trauma. And yes, so stay towards the end of this video and I'll tell you exactly how to deal with your emotions. So starting off with why it is important to deal with your emotions is because you do not want to become a rampant person who ticks off at the slightest moment. At the slightest push, at the slightest pull. You do not want to lash out on people who didn't do anything to you. You know, when I was younger, I used to see everything as an offense. I was a person that at the slightest thing I would get mad. At the slightest thing I would quit something, or at the slightest thing I would completely just shut down. And you don't want to project something onto someone. Projection means just like put something on someone else or something like that. So you don't want to project your emotions out on someone else who doesn't deserve it. Because if it's your problem, why are you putting it on someone else? So the reason why you should deal with your emotions is because so you do not hurt other people, so you don't hurt the people you love, and so you can deal with them properly. Because if you hold on and you garner and you push your feelings down and you push your emotions and keep them in your heart or on your sleeve, you will suffer in the long run, which will lead to bad things like depression, sadness, and anger. And you don't want that. So the first thing what you should do to deal with your emotions is find an outlet to release. I do not care if it is walking up and down, or if it's push-ups, or if it's hitting the gym, playing basketball, whatever. Now, you usually hear this advice, oh, you need to play basketball, oh, you need to do this, like, you don't always need to find an outlet, but if it's something that you don't want to talk about, if it's something that's really bothering you, it needs to be dealt with and you don't know what to do, so find an outlet to release, something that you can easily turn to deal with it. And it's not dealing with it, but it's a means to an end. If you really want to deal with it, stay towards the end of this video and I'll tell you exactly how to deal with your emotions. Now, this, like I said, finding an outlet can be basketball. It doesn't have to be sports. It can be anything. You literally fishing, bro. It can be even playing the game, or reading. So the second thing to how to deal with your emotions is facing the issue. Now, this is kind of rare or unorthodox because not a lot of people face the issue. They try to run from it, or they try to put other people to blame, or not take accountability of the issue. Now, I know case by case, some things you are not in your control, and the best advice that I can give you is face the issue, confront it, and do as much as you can. Because the only thing that you can control in this entire life, is your thoughts, your feelings, and your actions. Those are all the only things that you can control. Your thoughts, your feelings, and your actions. And those are the things that you must focus on. Focus on the things that you can do and focus on the things that you can control, and your life will be better. Because if you're focused on external factors, or, oh, why is this happening? Why is this happening? Instead of asking why, ask how can I learn from this? Change your mindset from a victim mentality to a student, to learning as much as possible. And when I say learning, I do not mean, oh, taking a test, writing down thousands of notes that you're not going to use in your life. I mean learning from your problems, learning from the issue or whatever trauma you are dealing with. Because if you do not learn, you'll keep going into the same patterns and keep dealing with the same exact situations the same way, which will not change anything. Nothing changes if nothing changes. So, the next step of dealing with your emotions is practicing mindfulness and gratitude. What is mindfulness and what is gratitude? When you practice mindfulness, that is presence, staying in the present moment, not thinking about the past, about what happened with this girl, or what happened with this boy, or what happened with your mom, or what happened in this issue, or thinking about the future like, oh, I'm supposed to be this, everybody has a burden. No. Mindfulness is staying in the present. Focusing on your breath, being thankful for the things that are around you. Thankful that you have a couch, thankful for you have a shirt, and thankful for everything that you have. When you realize that you have everything that you could ever need, your life becomes a lot more simpler because you appreciate the things that you have. You must appreciate the things that you have so you are able to receive, okay? Now, gratitude. The reason why gratitude is on this list is because being grateful and being stressed are two things that cannot mix. It's like oil and water. Oil and water cannot mix. I don't know if y'all old heads know about that. I might be talking to the YNs or people. I don't know at all who I'm talking to, but I'm talking to you. Yes, I'm talking to you. Oil and water does not mix, just how gratitude and stress does not mix. So if your mind is set on being grateful for the things that you have, stress, overthinking, doubt, sadness cannot intervene if you are thankful. If you are constantly thankful for the sun rising, if you're constantly thankful for the clothes you have on your back and the food that is on your table, you will naturally be more positive. You will naturally feel better. And when you set your mind on things that are appreciative, when you set your minds on the present moment, when you set your mind on being grateful, you will receive more. Next, deciding to think positively. Life is a mirror of your internal world. Internally reflects outwardly. Your perception is your reality. So the way you think is what will happen. So if you think negatively, then you're gonna, like, say you wake up in the morning and you're like, oh my gosh, I gotta wake up for school today. This is so bad. You look at the time and you're like 20 minutes before school. You're like, oh my gosh, now I gotta rush to the school. Now you're just complaining about everything. You ever met a person that complains literally about everything? That's a negative state of being. You want to stay away from people who are like that because they are energy leeches. Deciding to think positively is being grateful, being mindful, and staying in the present moment, and setting your mind on the positives. You know, you can wake up and literally make your bed and be like, I'm happy I made my bed today. You can look in the mirror and literally smile at yourself and be like, today's gonna be a good day. Now it sounds like some Disney Channel cheesy stuff, or it's kind of ironic, but it actually works. Because, I mean, if you are at this video right now of how to deal with your emotions, I'm pretty sure that there is some type of thing that you want to learn, or some type of something that you want to learn on how to deal with your emotions. Now, I'm telling you, an actual step is to look in the mirror and smile, and to think positively, and to do better. This is how you do it. You must take actions that you have not done before. Because the same pattern that you've been living in, day by day by day, hasn't been working. Because how do you feel right now? How do you feel when you wake up in the morning and you see someone else with this, or you see someone else like that? Comparison is the thief of joy. You must appreciate the things you have around you. Think positively and change your mindset. Your mindset is what garners. Your mindset is the lens in which you see life. And if you have a negative mindset, you will constantly be overthinking. You will constantly be sad. You will constantly be depressed, and all of these things. But if you choose to think positively, things will go your way. You will naturally be more happy. You will have friends. You will have family. You will have money. All these things. But you will have peace. You will have peace because you are thankful and appreciative for everything you have. And when you are appreciative, that stress cannot intervene. That sadness cannot intervene. That anger cannot intervene because you are thankful for even waking up today. I'm thankful that I was able to see the sun. I'm thankful. Be thankful, and your life will be great. Next, the last thing, you know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to take up too much of your time. The last thing that you can do to deal with your emotions is journal. Now, you know what I'm saying? I'm not the type of guy, I'm not going to say that I'm a Shakespeare or nothing, but I write from time to time. But it's not a talent. It's something that you work on, a skill. When you journal, you write how you feel. You write things. You write the problems that you are facing, the emotions you are feeling, out on a piece of paper. And when you write out those feelings, when you write out how you are feeling and the situation that's going on, you gain a little bit more clarity because now you are venting to yourself. And it puts everything into perspective because now that you have the problem, or now that you have everything out on a list, you are able to look at it and be like, okay, how can I deal with this? Ask yourself these questions. What can I change about this? What actions can I take to make the situation better? Is this in my control? Is there something that I can do? And if all the answers are no, then you should put your focus on something worth growing. Because where your focus is, where your attention is where energy will flow. And where that energy will flow is exactly where, things will prosper. Now, lastly, to the people who are not religious, you can skip this video or click off the video, but this is one of the main things that have completely changed my life when it comes to my emotions is prayer and meditation. Day by day, I pray and I meditate so I can have clarity in mind. And what meditation and prayer does is you tune out all of the thoughts that are rushing in your head, or say you are overthinking. If you're an overthinker and you meditate, you focus on your breath. It takes control of all the thoughts that have been rushing past your head, and it quiets the storm. And if you meditate day by day for at least a week or two straight, 10 to 15 minutes a day, you can start at 5, even 1 minute. But if you do this every single day, it will completely give you clarity of mind. You'll be able to think a lot more clearly. You will be able to walk around and have peace. And prayer is something that I do recommend for anybody who genuinely needs to deal with their emotions, excuse me. But prayer can help you, you know. I don't know what you guys believe in, but I believe in God. And if you do pray to him and you ask him to take all your desires or take all your worries, he will. He will send people. He works in mysterious ways. All you have to do to deal with your emotions, a summary of this is finding an outlet to release your emotions, facing the issue, and practicing mindfulness and gratitude, and deciding to think positively and journaling. And last but not least, prayer and meditation. So if you guys like this video and you guys like the value that I'm providing you guys to improve your life, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. It's your boy Trill in the building, and I'm out.